comfortably zoned with the Zigzag Man in Alameda, California, pushing on the doors of life marked pull and fighting the unholy trinity as we go. Big business, organized religion, and government. I am back, and you are comfortably zoned with me, the Zigzag Man, in Alameda, California, Northern California, right across the bay from San Francisco. And I have a very special guest today who is fashionably late. His name is Lenny Randle. He's a former Major League Baseball player. He's an author. He has a baseball academy for kids. 12-year Major League career, played under some incredible managers, played for Ted Williams, Billy Martin, Joe Torre, Frank Lucchesi, and just was a big league ball player for a long time, one of the most interesting guys ever. And I'm going to give you an example of just how interesting Lenny Randle is. Here's a song that he did. Lenny Randle sung this, and please enjoy.
1, 2, 3, 4. And I love to play the game. I'm a ball player. I got ladies from here to Spain. I'm a ball player. Do you have a phone? I'm a ball player. Can I call you up at home? I'm a ball player. I like singles. I'm a ball player. And I like to single. I'm a ball player. Can you give me a high five? I'm a ball player. Can I? With your side, I'm a ball player. Say, lady, I'm coming to New York. Can you give me your number? You're not doing nothing after the game. I'd like to see you. I'll be in Puerto Rico, going to the disco, playing salsa. Maybe the Studio 54 after. I'll be in Boston, Kansas City. Come and check me out. I'll be at the park, and afterwards we can boogie out. Yeah, I'm single. I like to mingle. I like to hit them on the field. So, lady, maybe we can have a relationship that will be real. I'm a ball player. Can I call you on the phone? I'm a ball player. Do you ever sleep alone? I'm a ball player. Can I call you up at 8? I'm a ball player. Baby, please don't hesitate. I'm a ball player. Do you like singles? I'm a ball player. I'll tell you like a single. Let me hear that.
That was Lenny Randle and the Ball Players. So when you join us, Lenny, we'll talk about that. And also want to talk about another piece of music that you did with a man who I call a hitting machine. His name was Thad Bosley. And I'm looking for it right now. I'm trying to pull it up on the internet. Where's Lenny and Thad Bosley? I've got it. I'll come to it in a little bit. But Lenny, have you joined us yet? Here we go. It's called Killer Funk. And when Lenny joins us, he could tell us what went into the making of Killer Funk. Again, made with Thad Bosley. And here we go. Oh, this is the American Worker. This is the American Worker. Spill this killer funk, and boy, is it ever. Said Lenny. That is some killer funk. That was Lenny Randle and Thad Bosley. I'm wondering if Lenny Randle has joined us. Lenny Randle. No, you have not joined us yet. But let me talk a little bit about Lenny Randle's career. There he is. Lenny Randle.
Hey, everybody. Ciao, ragazzi, come sta? Sta bene?
Man, it's the Renaissance man. Where are you calling from, my man?
I'm calling from Bella Paese di Roma. E bellissima tutti. I'm coming back to get back into Major League Baseball in the United States, either with Dave Roberts, Dusty Baker, or Don Mattingly.
Wonderful. No more deserving guy to do it. I just started the show a few minutes ago. I've already played 2 songs that you did. I played I'm a Ball Player. What year did you record that?
I recorded that in 1982, 83, with Orlando Cepeda, Julio Cruz, Mike Parrott, Dick Drago, Dave Henderson. There was about 10 of us. Larry Anderson. And it became a hit to get a kid voice communicator, $20,000 Stevie Wonder type voice communicator for a kid named Davey Finnegan. We sold I think we sold about 50 to 100,000 records, and everybody was happy. And it became a tour right after that because the strike came on, and we started doing stage shows, and they started booking us at comedy stores and acts around the country. Even Catch a Rising Star in New York.
Well, that was a nice piece of music, but after that, I played a piece that you did, and I billed it as Killer Funk. It was billed as Killer Funk. It's called The American Dream. You did it with Thad Bosley, who I refer to as a hitting machine. And tell me about how that came about.
Well, after the Seattle Mariners, Thad Bosley was another musician-type player. See, my era, we loved the Jacksons, Quincy Jones, You know, we're really into Bon Jovi and Bruce Springsteen. We love music. And Charlie Pride used to come in the clubhouse and hang out with us and all those kind of. So we were athletes and entertainers, you know, and like Garth Brooks kind of stuff. So Thad goes, Lenny, let's do a song together. I go, Thad, I've already written an album. He goes, what? I go, yeah, because I had a synthesizer and all that at my home, at my houses. So he goes, let's go and record at your place, and we did. So we threw down some tracks, and he started writing. He was like Brian McKnight as far as musically. He could play the piano, he could arrange songs, and this is all in our heads, and then we put it on paper, and then it became a song, you know, Just a Chance, American Work. I mean, we wrote about 12, 13 songs. And he had his own album and songs, gospel, as well. So instead of running around chasing women and doing all the crazy stuff, we wrote music. And played ball. We played hardball. We enjoyed it.
Chase women? I'm sure I'd be shocked if you never got to chase women.
Well, we had fun. We enjoyed what we did.
That's good.
But they would chase us, so why would we want to pull a muscle?
No question about that. Let me tell you something. I saw something because I do my homework. I saw a clip on YouTube the other day, or this morning, as a matter of fact, of you blowing that ball foul that Amos Otis hit down the line. And I just got to tell you, people talk about keeping your head in the game and being able to react physically quickly. To have done what you did, I want everybody to just go to YouTube and look at this play. It's a bunt. I think it might have even been a swinging bunt. And Lenny's playing third. It's hugging the foul line, hugging, and it's artificial turf. And Lenny goes down on all fours and blows that fucker foul, and the umpires come in and reverse the call, awarding Amos Otis first base. But you were so quick to react. There was no play on the ball. He was going to be safe, and it was just hugging the line. Do you remember that, reacting to that? Do you remember that play vividly?
Rafael, it's amazing that I get at the airport, and I have bellhops and flight attendants dropping on the ground blowing golf balls at the airport. It's been out there. I mean, people think I'm weird, but I played for Billy Martin and Ted Williams. We did Billy Ball. We did anything it takes to win. We didn't plan nothing. We were just thinkers. Bobby Winkles, Arizona State, we were like small ball, squeeze ball, whatever it took to get a run in. We were winners. It was like military ball. Whatever we did, God bless us, it worked. We know what we were doing because we were in the zone. This is way before the ESPN zone. We were in the baseball zone. So after the I did what I was doing. I had no clue. Julio Cruz walks over to me and Rick Albright, dude, you know what you did? I go, yeah, it's a foul ball. Let's go. And if you look at the video, I'm just walking back to my position, and I'm talking, and these guys go, why is Jim Fry pulling a muscle in his neck? Why is he so upset? And George Brett and Amos Otis are yelling at me. I don't know what they're calling me, but I don't think it's in the dictionary. And I'm like, okay, Larry, what's going on here? Lenny, look what you did. And we looked on the screen. I go, I did that. I did that.
It was the quickest reaction.
Whatever the win, I had no idea what I was doing.
You scooted in like a cat is what it was. It was unbelievable. Let me ask you about Bobby Winkles. Bobby Winkles was your coach at Arizona State and later was hired by Charlie Finley, went directly to the major leagues. And tell me about his qualities, what he instilled in you guys. It was a baseball factory back in those days. Who did you play with, and what did you benefit by Bobby Winkles in particular from?
Rafael, you don't have to call you Rafael instead of Ralph. Rafael. I had an amazing recruiter.
My father was going to name me Rafael, and my mother talked him out of it, because she knew I'd get the shit kicked out of me on the schoolyard in New York. So she said, ex-nay to that. He was European, and she grew up in New York. She said, no, I love you like a brother, but no, you're not going to name my kid Rafael. And you know what? It would have been a great name. It would have been a distinction. So not only don't I mind, I'm honored. Thank you.
Rafael, bella storia. But here's the deal. Reggie Jackson, Sal Bando, and Rick Monday, along with Frank Kush, recruited me to Arizona State. I was following the footsteps of Larry Todd, who went to Centennial Compton area, along with Kenny Landreau, Wayne Simpson, and Hubie Brooks, and there's a ton of other guys after me. And while we were there, Reggie goes, look, if you've come here, you could own one of these. Reggie had like 40 cars, antiques. And I'm like, well, don't you just need one? He goes, no, I collect and sell. I'm going, well, you haven't even graduated yet. He goes, I have a long-range plan. So, and Bando was going to be leaving along with Rick Monday, and they all were going to Oakland A's. And I didn't know it. I had no idea. So I come with Craig Swan, Wayne Simpson, Ken Hansen, and Paul Ray Powell. We had a major league team of recruits coming in when I came in. I was a freshman playing varsity before it was allowed. And all of a sudden I'm realizing that Bobby Winkles is going, Lenny, oh, by the way, Ted Williams wants to meet you. I'm going, who's he? I was joking. And he goes, hey, he wants to take you over in his cage. The Boston Red Sox in town over the batting cage on Rural Road here in Tempe and work on your swing. He wants you to switch it. I was just batting right-handed then. And he goes, you could be the next Nellie Fox. You could be the next Joe Morgan. And he goes, I'm going, okay. But I got like 2 or 3 more years of college. He goes, don't worry about it, kid. We're going to draft you. I'm like, yeah, right, okay. So I didn't know all what was around me. Bobby Bonds showed up. Fergie Jenkins was showing up. The Cubs were showing up on a regular basis. And the Senators were showing up. And it was amazing to see all these players coming over to ASU to watch us play. And I go, did Reggie create this? All of a sudden, half the Oakland A's, Bert Campaneris, and we had scrimmages, and we would scrimmage those guys. I'm a freshman, sophomore in college, hanging out with big leaguers. So I was impressed with, yeah, I'm going to go to Arizona State. And Kush goes, and you can play football too. It's all right. When it was a two-sport thing and it was okay to do it. So J.D. Hill and Danny White and the rest of them were like, no, you can come over here and hang out with us.
Speaking of football, first of all, you have a Frank Kush story for me?
Yeah. Recently, Frank Kush was after my son, Bradley Randle, Vikings running back. And we were debating between Arizona State to play there or to play at UNLV or SC or UCLA with Neuheisel. So Frank Kush goes, this is not too far back. He goes, Lenny, I feel bad. I go, Frank, what's wrong? You're a legend. You can do anything you want. You're like Gandhi and God and Martin Luther and the Kennedys. He goes, I don't like having a statue in front of the stadium. It makes me feel like I'm dead already. He goes, very good. I said, get over it. That means they love you. He goes, but it bothers me. Every time I see my double over there, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, I didn't know you played football, but I did know that your son played football for, I'm blanking on it. It's right here in Nevada. He played with Talk taught. Where'd your son play football? UNLV.
UNLV, MVP, and then he got mentored by Adrian Peterson on with the Vikings.
Oh,
Minnesota.
I didn't know that.
Google it.
I remember he made a tackle that stood out, got highlights for like 2-3 weeks. Do you remember that tackle he made? Of course you do.
It was the top 3 play of the week and top 3 of the year by ESPN. Yeah, And when he got to the NFL, they wanted him to be a gunner, kick return, punt return, and running back and wide receiver. And he goes, Dad, I wish I had done all those positions in college because, we had a couple of guys ahead of him. He'd go in and get his 100 yards or 2 or 3 touchdowns and sit. I go, just be patient, son. Just be patient. There's another rainbow at the end of this journey. So thank God he listened, and now he's ready to get back into Major League Baseball. He wants to play baseball again. He was yanked off the field, and he had the same coach Bryce Harper had, Coach Chambers at UNLV. And I just had a call yesterday from Harold Reynolds, who says Buck Showalter might give him a shot because he likes football, baseball guys. So I'll let you know how that story goes with Duquette and Phil Tannenbaum, who will be working with us.
Bradley. His first name is Bradley, am I correct?
Randle, yes.
Randle, okay. Wonderful. You see, you're a proud pop. What did you pass on to your kid that you got from the people that raised you, your folks? And what didn't you pass on? You know what I'm saying?
I just passed on life skills first. Have fun with it. It's only a game. It's not a war. It's not life and death. You're not going to get out of it. You won't get shot. Just go out there and have fun. You're going to make mistakes. Mistakes are going to make you greater. Learn from it and don't repeat it. Anything in life. I don't care if it's banking, playing rugby, or playing soccer, or playing principal, superintendent of a school. All leaders have made mistakes. Even Donald Trump found bankruptcy 3 times.
Actually, it was like 5 times. And Donald Trump, you say that word and it scares me.
Well, I could have said George Steinbrenner, but
Right. You played for George Steinbrenner. You played for both the Yankees and the Mets. What number did you wear with the Yankees? I'm going to give you a treat.
I'm going to make that a trivia question. Whoever guesses the number I wore with the Yankees, I might have a trip for them to go to either Vegas or to Europe. I don't know. I'm thinking crazy right now. Or an autographed ball, or an autographed pitcher, or an autographed bat. What do you think? Or make a donation to...
But I wanted to give you my voice of the Yankees, and here it is. And I'm just going to make it as if your number was 1. It wasn't. Billy Martin was 1.
Tell you, I'm going to put it on.
Pardon? All right. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now batting for the Yankees, number 1, Lenny Randle, number 1. How's that?
That is amazing. No, this is not fair. That's not fair.
Was that good?
You are good.
Is that what you're saying?
You are one hell of a researcher. Who's your researcher? Is it Howard Cosell coming back or what?
No. It's Ralph Tycho, the Zigzag Man, who has nothing to do in his dotage but think about shit that he's gone through all his life. And I grew up in New York watching baseball. I love it. I follow it every day, and always have. And I have a photographic memory. A lot of things. So I can't help but, because you got to remember, one has to remember the only taint on an otherwise really a perfect record throughout life, throughout everything. And the way I look at it, if somebody called me a punk, I'd hit him in the face. Okay? Frank Lucchesi, you want to elaborate on that, or is that enough?
Well, we're buddies now, and things happen, and I'm sure him attacking was purely out of accident. But I'm straight out of Compton, and we don't play that, and I really don't talk about that anymore. I wrote a book about it because it has helped about 375,000 students to understand human relations with their boss or with management or with their job, from Starbucks to Jiffy Lube to the seminars that I do talk about motivation and self-esteem and respect.
How important?
So it's turned around.
How words can kill. How you can't talk to people. Human dignity. You have to respect people. It's just Yeah, so good came from that instance. Am I correct?
Well, Jackie Robinson told me when he came to spring training was, look, you guys don't have to take that anymore. I've taken all the bullets for you. So go out and play the game and be respected. And respect your community and your parents. And if anybody doesn't, pray for them because they have the problem, you don't.
Right. What was it like being with the Mets the year the Mets traded Tom Seaver?
It was phenomenal to see, Edgar Charles, Crane Poole, Willie Mays was my coach. I'm hanging out with him every day, and he's telling Seaver what to do and how to throw people certain pitches from a hitter's standpoint. He was a guru of baseball. He helped Torre settle into management. Torre was my first National League manager. So I learned from the best of the best. Who referenced me to Torre was Billy Martin, my godfather, who says, these are the guys you want to be around for the rest of your life. I'm like, what? Seaver goes, Lenny, I got you. Just play third. I'm going to give you some cups because a lot of balls are going to come your way. I'm thinking cup of coffee, cappuccino. No.
Cups, right.
Yep.
Athletic
so
cups,
I just
right.
hot corner cup, okay?
A cup will save the boys. Let's put it that way.
We had a lot of fun. My teammate Craig Swan is Arizona State with me as well as met with me. We had a lot of ASU jokes.
Solid right-handed pitcher.
I'm sorry.
Craig was a solid right-handed pitcher for the Mets. And I call those years the Bruce Beauclair years.
Bruce Beauclair. Oh, wow, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We used to hang out in Connecticut. Great guy.
Really?
Yeah.
You grew up in Compton, but you were born in Marietta, Georgia. Am I correct? Or in
No, Long Beach, California.
Oh, okay. I thought you were from Georgia originally.
See, the guys I grew up with were all like legends, from Paul Rodriguez to Edward James Olmos to George Bush to Duke Snyder, and then I can keep going from Maury Wills to Charlie Neal. Lasorda used to come through there regularly. The Dodgers, that was their home. They actually played and lived there and commuted from there to the stadium, Wrigley Field,
wow.
in L.A. And they used to come and do clinics.
You got a Charlie Neal story for me?
Oh, yeah. Charlie goes, look, Charlie Neal's story was, I'm glad they finally changed the gloves with strings in them. They played, do you remember the glove that had no strings?
I remember those fingers. The fingers they were separate. I remember that glove growing up as a kid, yes.
Okay, so him and Albie Pearson brought me some gloves out and to other kids and goes, look, now that you guys are going to not have the era that we have, you're going to be better fielders, better infielders, and better outfielders. And I didn't know what he was talking about then. He goes, we play with gloves that had no strings. So we're going to give you guys some gloves with strings. And if you run out, I live right over here by, we call it Jackie Robinson Stadium. It used to be the Gonzalez Park. And he goes, if you even need anything, I live right over here, right by the park. You can come get all the gloves you want. I thought that was a treat. We had a Dodger in the neighborhood, along with Tommy Davis. Come on.
Did you ever meet Mac Robinson, Jackie's brother?
I met even Rachel, and we went to Japan together. And we went to meet in the office, and we took 13 women, including my wife Linda and Barry Bonds, Pat Bonds, Miss Crane Poole, Miss Kuzman. I had about 13 women with me in a limo. And Joe DiMaggio was with us, and Hank Aaron was with us, and Roy White was with us. So I had all the women on a pearl show. We all went to go look for pearls at Wally Yomanique's place. So the people that I had been around, they wanted to not leave when they were around us. Even we had War, Jerry Goldstein. The whole band would hang with us, and Lou Brock and Foster. And Sadahara O.
As well, huh?
As well. Keep going, but I don't know how much you have. So for 13 to 15 days, we trained 31 countries, played tennis with Hank Aaron. I'm going to send you those pictures. And we toured the area like that was our home. And the Japanese were phenomenal. Arigato, kamdamesai, kyushiwa, great people.
How many languages do you speak?
I'm going to come into your office up in Alameda one day, and I'm going to speak live and do a radio show in 5 languages.
Really? Well, actually...
Are you ready for that?
I cannot wait to have you. We will have such a blast. Northern California is terrific. I know you're a Southern California guy. How much time have you spent up here, and are there things up here that you miss in L.A.? Just to give people an idea about.
We do a national. I had Dusty Baker flying on a helicopter from his home in Sacramento. My wife and her crew put together a Napa camp. We're in Napa a lot. We have a Napa Community College baseball camp for kids. And Dusty Baker was one of our speakers. And I've had some Oakland A's there, Vita Blue, Willie. I've had the Rich Brothers, Murray, and I've had J.T. Snow golfing. So I'm up in Northern California a lot. We also do a college expo at for Alameda Union County kids. And it's called the College Expo, and it's an annual Oakland Coliseum convention thing, and we give scholarships in a way. So Oakland is on the map on a regular basis.
Beautiful. I hope you'll come by. I hope you'll spend time with us here at Comfortably Zoned Radio, where we try to give you good podcast radio on a very regular basis, and I'm delighted to have had you, Lenny. You are a delight. You'll come back, and we'll fill you with some good pasta. How about that?
Well, I'm looking forward to coming up there doing a clinic. You can set it up. We'll do a live one there. And I'll probably give you a shout-out from the Friday 6 p.m. Major League Baseball documentary book/movie coming out this Friday.
Okay. Now
it's called The Most Interesting Weirdo in Baseball. No, Most Interesting Man in Baseball. I don't know how I got that title. But baseball been very, very good.
You're not a weirdo, but you are definitely the most eclectic man in baseball. Tell me about your projects where you're teaching kids and your academies. Go into a little depth. How yours is different?
What we'll do is we'll teach from ages 2 to 16 to try to get ready for life skills in college. The 2 and 5-year-olds are great mobile skills, numbers, colors, learning how to run and learning how to get the fundamentals of fitness. And it also helps them to bond with their parents and communicate with their dads and their moms. And then when you get over the 5 to about 13, there's a growth and development, and you have a lifetime project. Once you plant that seed as a coach or a teacher, it's with the kid for life. Those are the greatest developmental ages. So between that, you'll find if they love sports, baseball, basketball, journalism, sports journalism, management, or just want to be hanging out with the guys. And whatever sport it is, you got to keep them busy because we're losing our kids to the video. We're losing our kids to obesity. So we have a program where we train you to get to the next level, whether it's college, high school, or little league. And then after that, we take another group between, I say 18 to 80, because we do training for speed, 4.3, 3.5 to first. We teach you how to run faster, how to get stronger and faster and quicker. And with that, bat speed, catching a football, shooting a basketball like Tyus Edney, or running like Bradley Randall. And then once you're done, you got to know, well, I'm a pro player, I'm a college player, but at least I'll get a scholarship. And our thing is push the scholarship over the athletics, because you can always play ball. How many people can get a scholarship? It's a lot easier to get a scholarship, and that 2-point, 820 and 900 SAT score, and you're in, and we'll get you pre-screened. We work with 70 colleges that could take you into school, and they show up and say, we've already been pre-screened, bring your transcripts, you're in. So when we train, we're trying to get you to the next level, pro, college, or Europe, because there's 31 other countries you can play in.
Oh, and there's been a tremendous fall-off in Americans playing baseball. I mean, Major League Baseball, all over the country, all over the world, China, Korea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dominican, contributing. You're helping American kids get back, and you're helping kids all over the world. It doesn't really matter. We're all one country. We're all one people. What the heck's it?
I've had 15 Koreans, Rafael, Koreans from Bethesda University. I had a Korean team, and it was mixed, like 5 different cultures were mingled on the team. And they just needed opportunity. I like the show of the unsung heroes. It's easy to write about Reggie Jackson Bonds. It's easy to write about Kobe. It's easy to write about Larry Bird. But what about the guys like, guys like me, Earl Thomas, guys like David Eckstein. You know, there's a group of the guys that are like us that keep the glue. We play 5 to 9 positions, and we keep the team loose, and we keep them happy, and we keep it fun like Joe Madden does.
Right. Oh, greatest manager. Wow. If I were a Cub fan today, I wouldn't be worried too much. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah.
They've got great manager and some great talents with the Cubs. So.
Well, he's loose. You know, you can play. You can't drive a car tight. You can't do anything with a tense body. You have to relax and have fun and laugh, and you play better. When you're looser and you've done all the practice and all the 2 to 4 hours of training, go out there for 2 hours now and have fun and play a kid's game. You should play it better. And if somebody don't like the way you play because you're having too much fun, they got a problem. You don't have a problem if you like life and enjoy life. Life is short. You got 3 to 5 years to play, if that, maybe 10. And after that, what are you going to do? You're going to work for the rest of your life. I've seen people more uptight driving to work than I have on a baseball field. They're tense. Laugh, people. Enjoy America. Enjoy life. Go global.
With that in mind, Lenny, why is it that you played both for the Mets and the Yankees? Why is it that some players can play in New York and some players can't? What do you suppose goes into that?
I had some of the roughest Rafael crowds from Philadelphia, Boston, Yankee fans. They're hard on people. I'm from freaking Compton, okay? Hard is dodging bullets. Hard is trying to get a meal. Hard is not having any money. Hard is not knowing what a tax is or a FICA is. So when you go on the baseball field or football field, have fun with the fans. Like the guy, Curry, he's having fun playing basketball. Cam Newton, what's wrong with having fun being like Cam Newton, Curry, and making everybody laugh? We're in entertainment. Ted Turner got it. Ted Turner had 5 different businesses. He had the Hawks, he had CNN, Turner Classics, he had the Atlanta, what didn't he not have? And he made it entertaining.
He had Jane Fonda, for Christ's sake.
That was entertainment, Jane Fonda. Okay.
Could have done worse, I'll tell you that. Clute just comes to mind, and I don't know what. I can't think of anything else but Jane Fonda for the rest of the day now. Tell me this. What was your first year out of baseball like? How did you adjust? My
first year out of the game?
Yeah.
I'm still in the game. I haven't left yet.
I mean, your first year.
No, I went beyond the big leagues, Rafael. I went beyond the big leagues and went to Rome, Italy. How good is that? On the Riviera, in the water of Rome, with a 5-course meal, staying in first-class hotels, and playing for the Pope. How good is that?
Okay. Not bad. You didn't miss the big leagues all that much.
I was beyond the big leagues. Did you hear my hint? I was beyond the big leagues.
Right. Sometimes people don't know that there is a beyond the big leagues. There's
another life. God bless you, America and of the world. Why do you think Ichiro did so great over there in Japan and then come over to America? Why don't we all go to Europe and all go to Korea? Now we're getting it. Why do you think Bobby Valentine left here and went over to Japan? Okay. Hello. Wake up, people. There's 31 other countries that'll pay you $200,000 to $200,000 to $200,000 to $5 million a year. And Canada. How about Canada? The Canadian League is great. The Can-Am League, the Independent League, the Frontier League. Listen, I just talked to the Galaxy League in Germany. Okay. The coaches are my friend. Yeah, he's a friend, he's a fan, he's a football and a baseball fan. A lot of football coaches play baseball. They just got bad advice.
That's good line. They just got bad advice. That's all. You're a happy guy all the time, and that's terrific. You know,
Cappuccino God and ginseng, Rafael, and Linda. I got a woman that's like, I don't know. There's God. No. There's Linda. Then there's God, and then there's family.
Oh. Well, at least you have the right priorities, I think.
Yeah. I got a little Bryce I'm going to show you. He's the next Michael Jackson / Bryce Harper coming up next. So how good is that? Our grandson. Yeah. Wait till you interview him in 2 languages.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. I can't wait to get together when you're up here. We'll have a good time. Set the date. We'll do a clinic one day, check out some talents. You set it up. We'll do it together. I'll bring my little digital mic, and we'll just go through a day together. We'll do a live. You want to do it in January or February? January or February, whatever's good for you, my man. I'm yours 24/7. Okay, I'm looking at a date like the 19th or something like that, and we'll try to get up to the Oakland Bay Area and make it happen. We're going to make it happen. That'd be terrific. Thank you. Alameda County, watch out. Get your rest, folks. Get your rest. We're coming. All right, here we go. I'm bringing Lenny Randle up to Northern California, a Compton boy who takes no shit. How about that? I'm like you. I'm a seed of you, a gemelli. We call them twins in Italy, gemelli. Hey, you know, I talked to Billy Sample, and Billy Sample was right. He said, you'd love Lenny Randle. I love Billy Sample, too. I love you both. And I knew we'd get along right from the start. I'm going to end the show, man. I got to do it, but I'm going to do it in the same way I do every ending. I will implore you, my friend Lenny Randle, and everybody out there to keep your dreams wet, keep your humor dry, keep your kids out of military recruiting stations, and off the laps of clerics wearing dresses. Just to be on the safe side with all of that stuff, and keep on keeping on. Adios, my man. My God. Rafael, you sound like the Temptations and Curtis Mayfield. Curtis Mayfield. Oh, wow. Hey, listen, I listened to your funk before you got on, and your funk makes it. You ain't Curtis Mayfield, but you and Thad did all right. We'll do a concert up there after the clinic, and you'll be my backup singer. Is that all right? Well, if you want me as a singer, God help both of us. Can you sing Happy Birthday? You're in. No, I can't sing jack, but I could play the tambourines, and I could make everybody happy after the show in the back. Okay, tell MC Hammer and Sly and the Family Stone we're coming. Well, MC Hammer, by the way, was an Oakland ball boy at one time. Not only a ball boy, he was Charlie Finley's Bobo. MC Hammer was. Did you know that? Did he work at Days? If you look on Twitter, you see him and I were communicating on a regular basis. He wants me to help his son become a baseball player. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. Wow. We met Hammer at a Super Bowl game. Him and Linda, my wife, LL Cool J, and Williams, the MVP, were hanging out with the owners of BET. And Hammer's like, who's the Beyonce-looking chick over there? I go, I don't know. Why don't you go check? And then he thought, oh, that's your wife. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay, well, you get me with Hammer. I'd like to have him on the show. He's got some stories, I'm sure. Oh, my God, yeah. We used to buy his CDs in the parking lot after the game. At the stadium. He was a bad boy and worked in the clubhouse. He ran all the errands. We gave him good tips. And we'd buy his music, and then he would actually dance in the parking lot, in the players' parking lot. There was a time when Charlie Finley had 3 employees. He was running a major league ball club he was in Chicago, and he was running it by telephone, and one of his number 1 employees was MC Hammer. He had to...
Right.
Yeah. Am I right? He had him going...
Charlie mentored a lot of people, including Bobby Winkles. Yep, he mentored a lot of people.
Right, absolutely, Bobby Winkles. But Charlie signing Catfish, Blue Moon, I mean, he was just innovative with the orange baseball. Charlie was something else, and if he did nothing...
You remember the donkey and the elephant on the field, Rafael? Remember the donkey and the elephant? And the yellow ball? And the yellow baseball? And the orange baseball? The guy was out of the box. He was an awesome owner. He's creative.
What he did is he united a whole bunch of players together in all of hatred of Charlie Finley. It was right before free agency. It was just wild times in Oakland, I'll tell you that. And Charlie O was something. If anybody's out there and wants to read a biography of Charlie Finley, a guy out of Sacramento named Herb Mickelson wrote a book on Charlie Finley that's the definitive biography of Charlie Finley in those times. I don't remember what it was called, but that's what Google is for. Hey, thanks for being here again, Len.
Grazie, piacere, auguri, and God bless all you listeners. I'll see you in Oakland. See you in Alameda County. Bring your singing voice, Rafael.
Oh, you'll hear it all right, and that's you better bring some earplugs.
Okay. Kids, get ready. Tell your parents. 4 hours of training. Ciao.
Hey, quickest way to the big leagues, but it doesn't have to be the big leagues. It's life. Quickest way to the big leagues of life doesn't have to be in the majors. It could be just getting an education. It could be just advancing. It could be better than you could have been before, which is what it's about. And I'm pleased to have you as my bud.
Grazie, man. It's just the beginning. Right. It's going to get better. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks, Len. We'll see you soon, man.
Ciao, ciao. Piacere. Grazie.
Adios.
Adios.